Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Washington Post World, January 21, 1201 America, New York. How far would the United States go to back Ukraine? Talk is growing of a combined response in the event of an invasion that could mix economic pain with a higher cost for Russian President Vladimir Putin on the battlefield in the form of a U.S.-backed, pro-Western Ukrainian insurgency. Washington Post World, January 21, 12 o'clock America, New York. Our ears were ringing. Tongans describe harrowing volcano eruption, hours swimming at sea. With some satellite phone connection restored in the several days since the disaster, stories of Tongans' shock, survival and heroism are starting to emerge. New York Times World News, January 21, 5:44 America, New York. Live updates. Blinken and Lavrov meet as tensions mount over Ukraine. The talks between the top U.S. and Russian diplomats come amid signs that Western allies lack a fully coordinated plan to punish Moscow if it launches an invasion. Washington Post World, January 21, 5:39 America, New York. Pope vows justice for abuse victims after Ratzinger faulted. Pope Francis has vowed to provide justice to victims of clergy sexual abuse a day after an independent audit faulted his predecessor, Pope Benedict XVI, for having botched 4 cases. Washington Post World, January 21, 5:36 America, New York. Norway mass killer tests limits of lenient justice system. Norwegian mass murderer Anders Behring Breivik is testing the country's commitment to tolerance and rehabilitation. RT World News, January 21, 5:32 America, New York. UK state pension in shameful shambles report. A report from MPs has blamed the UK government for failing to be transparent about problems with the state pension payment system. Washington Post World, January 21, 5:31 America, New York. Nepal imposes tough restrictions as virus cases set record. Nepal's capital has shut schools, ordered citizens to carry vaccination cards in public, banned religious festivals and instructed hotel guests to be tested every 3 days as it battles its biggest COVID-19 outbreak.
BBC News World, January 21, 5:03 America, New York. French tourist Benjamin Briere goes on trial in Iran for espionage. Benjamin Briere was arrested in 2020 after flying a drone near the Iran-Turkmenistan border.
New York Times World News, January 21, 5 o'clock America, New York. Vegan travel, it's not fringe anymore. From Mexico to Greece, plant-centric hotels, restaurants and tours are proliferating. New York Times World News, January 21, 5 o'clock America, New York. Hong Kong's zero-COVID policy shakes the soul of the city. Businesses that held on through several outbreaks are now trembling as the high-flying metropolitan hub struggles with supply chain issues and a relentless virus policy. Shuttered restaurants in Hong Kong, where several rounds of bar closures have dimmed the city's vibrant nightlife. New York Times World News, January 21, 5 o'clock America, New York. China holds the line on zero COVID, but some wonder for how long. More people are being caught up in the country's virus control dragnet. Some think the no-tolerance policy is unsustainable. A resident of Xi'an, China, was sprayed with disinfectant after finishing quarantine. Washington Post World, January 21, 4:48 America, New York. Mining truck explosion kills 17 and wounds dozens in Ghana. After the traffic accident between the truck and a motorcycle, the driver jumped out of his vehicle and urged bystanders to flee the area before the explosion. RT World News, January 21, 4:39 America, New York. Schools defy Johnson's COVID relaxations. Over 100 UK head teachers have insisted masks must still be worn. Hundreds of British schools are set to defy Prime Minister Boris Johnson after he announced on Wednesday that masks will no longer be needed in schools, when Plan B rules elapse next week, according to reports in British media. Washington Post World, January 21, 4:32 America, New York. U.S. Russian top diplomats to meet amid Ukraine showdown. The Biden administration is racing to head off what it says could be a dangerous assault on Russia's neighbor.
Mirror World News, January 21st, 4:11 America, New York. Amazon Alexa down as thousands of users say devices are crashing. Many are said to be experiencing issues with Amazon Alexa this morning, with some unable to turn off their alarm clocks, use voice commands or turn on lights. BBC News World, January 21st, 4:08 America, New York. American Airlines plane turns around mid-flight over mask row. An American Airlines plane bound for London turns around because a passenger refused to wear a mask.
Washington Post World, January 21st, 4:08 America, New York. Taliban to hold meeting in Norway next week. A Taliban delegation will travel to Norway next week for talks.
Wall Street Journal World News, January 21st, 4:01 America, New York. Blinken to meet Russia's foreign minister amid Ukraine border crisis. Ukraine's foreign minister warned that his country's soldiers and civilians could pay with their blood for any delays to a sanctions package that could be imposed on Moscow immediately should it choose to invade.
Washington Post World, January 21st, 4 o'clock America, New York. As Turkey's economy struggles, Erdogan goes it alone. Economic growth empowered Turkey's leader, but experts who helped foster that growth are long gone. Washington Post World, January 21st, 3:59 America, New York. At least 17 killed in road crash explosion in western Ghana. Officials say that at least 17 people have been killed and dozens more injured when a vehicle carrying mining explosives collided with a motorcycle and blew up in western Ghana. RT World News, January 21st, 3:51 America, New York. U.S. nearly wiped out tens of thousands of civilians with dam strike in Syria, NYT. The military then dismissed reports of the bombing as crazy, and preemptively blamed ISIS in 2017. The U.S. bombed a piece of strategic infrastructure in Syria, the Tabqa Dam on the Euphrates River, despite it being on a no-strike list, the New York Times reported.
BBC News World, January 21st, 3:51 America, New York. The shy man behind the hard-rocking extrovert. The singer who popularized a melodramatic bombastic style of rock music,